I'm Chelsea,
And I'm Jenny.
and this is Death and Gardening. What do we have today?
All right. Well, today we have still a murder, but there are no plants involved in the poisoning aspect of things. It's an interesting one.
Okay.
So we love plants.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few.
A few.
We've given each other plants.
Several.
We've given some to others.
Mm-hmm.
We've received plants as gifts. People give plants as gifts for all kinds of reasons. To say congratulations, welcome home, I'm sorry for your loss. But the plant that was gifted in this case was given for a very different reason.
Ooh, okay.
Jarrod Davidson and Kelly Jones met while in college thanks to a misprint on the schedule.
That's quite the coincidence.
Yeah, it was something about like that they were at the right class but on the wrong days or something, and they just happened to meet, and that was
Honestly, I love those love stories. That's fun.
right.
Assuming that this is a love story.
They moved in together about
Okay.
a year after they met. And soon after, Jarrod and Kelly were announcing to his parents that she was pregnant.
All right.
They were married in January 2000, and their daughter was born in July. They were both still in school. Jarrod was teaching part-time, and Kelly was a waitress. So Kelly's parents became the childcare.
As it happens.
Yep. And it's California and in the early 2000s. So, like, yeah, childcare was still crazy.
Yeah. It's California. Childcare is always
Yeah.
crazy.
Everything's crazy.
Yeah.
But Jarrod and Kelly had some problems in their marriage. Kelly became convinced that Jarrod was sleeping with a study partner because he wasn't home enough.
Huh.
So he's also in school and teaching part-time. So I would say that that's, whatever.
Busy.
Yeah. Before their daughter's first birthday, Jarrod moved out and filed for divorce.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Kelly moved in with her parents and worked out a visitation schedule, sort of. There was a pretty significant dispute over custody and visitation. Kelly had primary custody and Jarrod had visitation, but Kelly would make it very difficult for Jarrod to see his daughter.
That's not great.
No, to the point police were involved multiple times as mediators.
Dang.
Yeah.
Kelly, you need some chill.
Yeah. A judge condemned Kelly at one point for not allowing Jarrod to see their daughter and suggested that if she does not respect the court orders that she could lose custody. Because that's how that works.
Yep.
There was a legal battle over custody, and at some point, Kelly accused Jarrod of molesting their daughter.
Wow.
The police were called to investigate the claim because it's a serious allegation. Jarrod took polygraph tests, and they all determined it was not a true allegation. Like, yeah, it just...
She just really did not. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah. So a hearing was scheduled for what I believe to be Jarrod asking for custody. It wasn't super clear. But 19 days before the hearing, Jarrod was murdered.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dang. Poor
Ja-
Jarrod.
yeah.
Jarrod got the shit end of the stick of all of that. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. So Jarrod was home at his apartment in Santa Barbara, California on a July night in 2004. There was a knock at the door, and after he stepped outside, he was shot.
Wow.
Multiple people called 911 after hearing the shots and heard someone yelling. An investigator noted that there was more blood than he had seen at any crime scene, and that while Jarrod was alive and taken away in an ambulance, the investigator was like, he was dead when he hit the ground. Like, it was just, yeah.
He was alive, as in his heart was still beating, but he was
Yeah.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah. An unusual item was found at the crime scene. A potted plant with a card.
Okay.
The card said, "For my teacher," and Jarrod's name was misspelled. The plant was a Persian violet, which I'll talk about that later. They had the idea that someone knocked on the door, put the potted plant outside his door to lure him out and shoot him. They found where the plant was sold at a store nearby and obtained surveillance video.
Hey.
Yeah. They found a woman buying a potted plant about 15 minutes before the murder. She was wearing a baseball hat and a baggy sweatshirt, which also matched the description of a person leaving Jarrod's apartment complex after the shooting. She appeared to be the same size and build and walked similar to Kelly, and also had the sleeves of the sweatshirt pulled over her hands so she didn't touch the pot and leave any prints.
Yeah. Color me surprised if it's Kelly. Like, yeah.
Investigators spoke to Kelly, but she had an alibi. She was 90 miles away with a friend.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's a good one if you have another person to, like, actually say that you were there, but also friend of Kelly is going to be like, oh, of course she was here.
Of course she was. No,
Right?
she would never do something like that. Yeah, I would require more proof that you were 90 miles away.
So the investigators looked at the card that was with the plant, and I love this quote from a CBS News article. "The potted plant would play a pivotal role."
We love important plants.
Yes.
If only plants could speak.
I know. They obtained a search warrant for Kelly's DNA because they were trying to build a case against her, like, even with an alibi.
Yeah.
They were aware of the custody dispute, and it seemed likely that she was involved. So they decided to talk to her parents, because Kelly said that she was extremely close with her parents, Mindy and Phil. It seemed that Kelly didn't make decisions on her own, even after being married and having a family of her own. Like, she would either consult them or they would just tell her what to do, basically.
Oh.
And she was okay with that, though. It didn't really seem like
It wasn't a hostile situation. It was she kind of preferred it that way, and that's just how she lived her life.
Yeah, it kind of seems that way. That's the impression I got. So they were very supportive of Kelly and their granddaughter and didn't seem to mind taking on the childcare role. While speaking with Mindy and Phil and asking about their involvement with Jarrod's murder, because, they got to talk to everybody, investigators learned that Phil had been in a car accident in the 80s that left him disabled, like his arms or hands or, something, and that he couldn't, like, especially in this case, couldn't hold a rifle. Like, he couldn't...
He didn't have the grip strength, maybe,
Yeah.
or something. Okay, yeah.
They also said that they had been on a beach about 90 miles away at the time of the murder. So, police conducted surveillance on Phil and Mindy, though, and watched Phil carrying a case of wine.
With his supposedly disabled arm?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh, both arms. Yeah. It was a pretty hefty looking case of wine. So,
Okay.
yeah. They also checked cell phone records and found that they were not on a beach. They were actually on a highway traveling toward Jarrod's apartment.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't remember 2004 super, super well, but, like, I don't think that it was common knowledge that, like, police could find your location from your, like, cell phone records back then, because that wasn't, like...
Probably not. Is that the before times of knowing that they can tap into anything you have?
I think so.
Okay.
I think, like...
'Cause that was a big break when it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, smartphones, I don't even know if that was, like, I feel like 2006 might have been when smartphones became a thing, or 2007.
Yeah, 'cause I graduated in 2011. Yeah, that would have been middle school times.
Yeah. So they just probably weren't even thinking about that aspect. When the DNA results came back, though, from the card, they learned that it was not Kelly's DNA. It was her mother's. So one of the detectives, Detective Sorensen, describes what he believes happened. Mindy's name is actually Melinda. So Melinda went up to the door, placed the plant down on the doorstep, knocked on his door while Philip was about 15 to 20 feet away over in the bushes with that high-powered rifle. Jarrod peered out the window to look to see what was outside. He went to get the plant, and at that point, Philip Jones shot and killed him.
Family that murders together stays together? That's...
Right? And they were all arrested.
Yeah.
Not together, but they were all arrested. Yeah. They believed that Mindy was the mastermind, that she came up with the plan to remove Jarrod from their lives. There was no, hard evidence that Kelly was involved, but investigators suspect that she knew the whole plan. They all entered not guilty pleas.
Of course.
Which, as you should, honestly.
Yeah.
But Phil rescinded his guilty plea after a while and was actually ordered to testify in his wife's trial.
Ooh.
He was also diagnosed with terminal lung cancer after a couple months after being arrested.
I mean, yeah, at that point, if you're like, cool, I'm gonna die, I may as well clear my conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's, people even asked if that was, a motivating factor to do the shooting. Was, he knew he was gonna die, so it didn't really matter. And he's like, I didn't know yet that
he didn't
was
know
sick.
that
Yeah.
until after he was arrested. Karma.
Yeah.
Real.
So Phil and Mindy were both charged with first-degree murder by lying in wait, which is a special kind of circumstance.
Yeah.
Phil took a plea deal with the goal of getting a deal for Kelly and ended up admitting that he had shot Jarrod and that he and Mindy believed that was the only solution. Phil claimed that they truly believed Jarrod was molesting their granddaughter and that he needed to be stopped. Which, you could say that you truly believed that. And I think they even tried to use that as a defense and the judge wouldn't allow it because there wasn't any proof of...
Because they already went down that road.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we already proved he wasn't doing that thing.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming just because they love their daughter so much, she convinced them and they're like, yeah, no, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Either she convinced them or that was just the whole ruse that they were, going under because it was just easier to take him out. And then they could all have their happy little life.
Because I could also see Mindy being the mastermind of the murder, concocting that to stop visitation rights and just get him to initially. And then when that didn't work, be like, all right, cool, we'll just kill him.
Yep.
It's like, that's not the solution, but okay.
So Phil was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
I mean...
And then, he died in May of 2007.
Yeah.
For Mindy's trial, she tried to claim amnesia.
Oh.
And I think it was even her attorneys tried to deem her, incompetent to stand trial. And the judge was like, that's not a reason for that.
Good try, though.
Right. And I think an article I saw that, and I don't remember when the article was written, but it was something about even to this day, she says that she can't remember anything.
Okay.
But yeah, so she was also sentenced to life in prison without parole. During sentencing, Mindy sat silent and motionless, staring blankly forward, even when Davidson's relatives and friends described her as evil, hateful, and manipulative.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and then for Kelly, she was convicted of perjury and being an accessory to murder and served 2 of her 4-year sentence.
Okay, but perjury?
Because I'm assuming the not guilty plea or something. I didn't dig into that one because a lot of the articles were focused on Mindy more than anybody else.
Which is fair, being the mastermind of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or believed to have been the mastermind of the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the amnesia claim.
Right.
Okay, so Kelly served 2 of her 4 years?
Yeah. And I have no idea what happened after, but Jarrod's parents had custody of Jarrod and Kelly's daughter and were concerned about what would happen in the future after Kelly's release. Because she already was part of murdering their son
Yeah. So
for her daughter.
what's to stop her from hiring somebody or convincing somebody else to murder the parents?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. And I even saw that, I think it was the same detective that said that he's asked about it all the time. Like, what happened to the daughter? Like, whatever happened. And he's like, I have no idea. And I try to forget about this case because it's so crazy. Like, yeah.
I wonder if they entered witness protection or something, maybe to change her name so she couldn't find her daughter after. Because, yeah.
Right.
That would be one of those cases that, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. Or, yeah, just protective orders like crazy. Because, yeah, a judge would have to be like, oh, yeah, Kelly is totally fine to have visitation. Or it could be like incredibly supervised visitation. Like sometimes it's even at a court or not a courthouse, but like some law enforcement type of building. They can have like incredibly supervised
like
visitation.
A visitation room kind of visitation.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is mostly about, I mean, that's pretty much the end of that. I have a little bit about Jarrod, that he was described as a great guy who loved his daughter a lot. The 48 Hours episode I watched included videos of Jarrod with his daughter, and it was evident that he loved her and seemed like a fun dad. He was going to UC Santa Barbara and loved chemistry. That was like,
oh, nice,
big thing. Yeah. His family only had good things to say, which of course every family is going to, but like it didn't seem like
covering up for bad behaviors or anything.
Yeah. And he was also only 27 when he was murdered.
Dang.
Yeah. And in my oh so humble opinion, it seemed, which we pretty much already talked about it, but that Kelly really just wanted sole custody of her daughter.
Yeah.
To just be with her parents in their little controlling bubble. And I think they were all really manipulative, like crazy manipulative.
Which, in hindsight, is probably, I mean, the silver lining is it's good that that kid is no longer in that situation to grow up with that, because who knows?
Yeah. Okay, so then a little bit about the Persian Violet, because I have never heard of this plant before.
I feel like I've heard about it. I'm trying to picture it, and I can't, but...
it is a plant that is native to Yemen.
Okay.
It has cute little bluish purple flowers, and it grows in like a rocky terrain in its native habitat. It's also not a true violet. It is closer to impatiens, which I forgot to look up, but I've heard that before. But it kind of just reminded me of like, I mean, like it's a really small flower on...
a kind of shrubbery looking thing?
A little bit, almost like a ground cover without being like the trailing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cute. It's not one that I would like look at and be like, oh, that's a great indoor plant. I don't know. But it can be kept as an indoor potted plant. And though it is a biennial, it is usually treated as an annual, which is interesting in this case, that the plant is done and discarded after it flowers. A plant grown to be used up and thrown away, like how the Joneses discarded Jarrod.
Oof.
And violets have been a symbol of like remembrance and also like being faithful and like everlasting love. And I was like, that's...
Yeah, they chose that one for a reason.
Right? I was like, I highly doubt that they were smart enough to like know any of that when they bought it, but...
They might know like one thing maybe and been like, yeah, we'll just...
Right.
But, yeah.
And yeah, I called this episode Murder She Planted.
It's a good name. That sucks for Jarrod.
Yeah.
At least the daughter is in what we can only assume, or I guess this was early 2000s, so was in what we can only assume good hands, or better hands than the situation that she could have ended up staying in.
Because, I have no idea. And it definitely also sounded like it affected her as a very small child, because I think she would have only been about 3 when it all happened. And
she might have, I mean, she could have also, trauma blacks out sometimes in lives, but
Yeah.
there's a chance that she could have just had very vague memories and then past that, it's like, and we don't know what happened to Kelly.
I didn't look into her. Like, the Google suggestion was like, oh, her today. And I was like, oh, I don't know if that'll
care.
like, right. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if that'll give me what I want. So, yeah.
Yeah. Only 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't do the murder. So I'm thinking from like a legal standpoint of trying to get her in for more years. But if anything, she was more of just like a nuisance and a problem.
Yeah.
A hostile nuisance and a problem, but a nuisance and a problem nonetheless.
Yeah.
Not an active killer.
Yeah. Well, and like, yeah, even in the 48 Hours episode, because I had an interview with her, like, while she was in prison and stuff, and she just, I don't know. It's easy to judge people that have been connected to murder, but she just seemed like she had like a high-pitched kind of voice and like just
Kind of the high, sweet voice to kind of be off-putting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the customer service voice is what I like to call it. Yeah.
yeah, and like, oh, everything was perfect. And it's like, no, it clearly was not. Like,
No.
yeah. Like, there was a story from his cousins when they were like with Kelly like one time, and she had brought up how Jarrod doesn't squeeze the toothpaste right. And one of the cousins was like, oh, well, yeah, I have that same issue with like my husband. So we just have, or boyfriend or whatever, we just have 2 separate tubes of toothpaste and that solved the problem. And then Kelly was like, acted like that was crazy. And she was like, no, he just needs to do it right.
This woman. Nah, she's at fault. The toothpaste is the tipping point. That's crazy.
I was like, I don't even care of what our, like,
What do you mean he doesn't use the he doesn't squeeze the toothpaste right?
I mean,
is it like a squeeze versus roll situation?
I could guess that maybe he just would like, because this is the only way that it would drive me crazy is if you squeeze it from the middle, so then the toothpaste goes to the end of it and you don't squeeze it back down. And even then, I would just do that every time I go to use it. Like, that doesn't feel like a thing to even bring up in a conversation.
Yeah, I really don't feel like that's that detrimental of an issue.
Right? Like, that was crazy to me. So.
Just squeeze the toothpaste right. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a far-fetched claim from molesting her daughter. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, she seems interesting. She reminds me of a few other ladies who have since gone to jail for things with marital issues and children and whatnot. One specific one, I can't remember her name right now, but I do not like her. I can't remember. The one who killed her daughters and was off partying.
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Zanny the nanny. That was Xanax. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there.
You know. Yeah.
Kelly in my brain fits into that kind of category, except that she wanted the sole custody.
Right. Yeah. The target was the husband and not the
not
child.
The kid. Yeah. And I could definitely believe from what you were saying, it could definitely be from a control perspective. She wanted sole control over it. Or she wanted her parents to have sole control.
Yeah.
Or her parents convinced her that just, like,
right?
sure
I
it
know.
was a whole messy situation.
I feel like it was just a back and forth of convincing each other of the different things. And then
everybody gaslighting everybody.
Yeah. And then the only solution was Jared's just the problem here. So we're just going to remove that.
Yeah, the common factor is just Jarrod. It's like, no, he's the only sane one of all of you is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Also he's sleeping with a student. He's a student and actively teaching. Schoolwork and grading other kids' schoolwork takes some time.
Yeah. I mean, chemistry to me is not like a
And
super
chemistry.
fast, like, you're going to have to be doing tests and like, mixing things and waiting on things like, or whatever. It's just like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I think even his parents had made the comment of they thought that she got pregnant on purpose. Like,
To like do the fun trap him thing.
right. But then decided he, yeah, apparently he wasn't what she wanted either. So, yeah.
Dang. Unfortunate situation. Sucks that he, had to die for crazy people.
Right.
I use the term like, well, yeah, no. Not well.
Yes.
Not mentally well.
Yeah.
Good for the kid getting out of the situation. And I don't know what Kelly's doing, but that as curious as I am, I also don't care as long as she's not up to her same bullshit.
Right.
And does it to other people.
Yeah.
Though with both of her parents in jail, well, one of them dead and the other one in jail, probably less influence.
Maybe. I don't know. I could see them having daily phone calls.
Oh, with her mother, probably.
That's the impression that I get from their relationship is like, yeah, I
Hopefully nobody else has to suffer the same fate. Just stay away from her.
right.
Unless she's fully reformed. Just maybe don't with that one.
Yeah, because I mean, that's I guess the best case hope for her is that she was heavily influenced by her parents.
And being able to be out of that direct influencing environment can kind of fix her brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little therapy to be like, you have a really not healthy relationship with your mother. You should maybe focus on yourself. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because, not choosing to have a parent make decisions for you and not make them yourself is also just, you have no coherent thought. Mm-hmm. You're, literally just having other people choose for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope she fixed that.
Yeah, I do too.
That's my hope for her.
Yeah.
And which Persian Violet? Is that what you said? No, I feel like the mom knew.
Oh, yeah.
I think she knew the meanings behind that Violet when she shows it.
I mean, yeah, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. Because, I mean, I was just like, oh, it's probably just like the cheapest potted plant, like at the grocery store that like you're not going to like buy like a $30-$40 orchid and leave out there.
True.
Like you're going to get something that just draws attention, but isn't, you're not going to waste money on the person that you're going to murder. So,
I wish they would have done like an internet history search. Just like checked her browser history and seen.
Right.
Still gift plants to people. Just
Oh, yes.
Maybe don't kill them after.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to be real concerned if somebody brings a potted plant to my door.
I mean, at least you have cameras. So you can be like,
right. Yeah.
Are they leaving it and leaving?
Right. Not going to just step outside.
Just yell through the door, thank you, you can go now.
Right. I feel like I don't have anybody out there that's like really wanting to murder me though, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think you're fine. We're all the villains in somebody's story, but I don't think you have any that would take it that far.
Right. Hope so.
Yeah, hopefully. That was a very interesting one for this week.
Yeah. Figured I don't know. I saw it when I was watching some random show. It was so not a good show, but just poorly done. But I was like, yep, that's the next one. I've done a lot of poisoning, so we'll do still plant related.
That's a good way to do it. I don't know. Words are escaping me now. Words are hard.
Right.
But no, I like it. Yeah. Gifting of plants as a symbolism or as a coaxing to come outside.
Right.
Well, that is it for today.
Yep.
We will catch you all next week, and I think I have a poisoning case, but we'll see you then. Until then, take care and watch over unsuspected plants that show up at your doorstep.
Right. And just always buy more plants because it's fun.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.